You're watching ABC7 News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter. Topping our news tonight, relief for many people here on the Sun Coast. Sarasota Memorial Hospital and Blue Cross Blue Shield agreeing to a contract just 2 days before the current agreement was set to expire. ABC7's Rick Adams has the details.
Well, it is the news Blue Cross Blue Shield's policyholders have been waiting for. Sarasota Memorial Hospital and the health insurance carrier have finalized an agreement following some intense negotiations. This Good Friday was really good for tens of thousands of people who carry Blue Cross Blue Shield health insurance. The carrier reached a 3-year contract agreement with Sarasota Memorial Hospital after many weeks of very involved negotiations.
It's like a huge weight's been lifted off my shoulders.
That's what Sarasota resident Sue Ashby and her husband Bill Vance are feeling after hearing the news about the agreement. They were getting nervous that their frequent visits to the doctor were not going to be covered after March 31st. This agreement now allows patients enrolled in Blue Cross Blue Shield health insurance plans to have uninterrupted in-network access to Sarasota Memorial Hospital, its network of urgent and outpatient care centers, and its first physicians group providers.
It was just like, do we start looking for new places, new doctors? You know, where do we go? And just taking it right down to the wire made it rather nerve-wracking.
The exact details of this 3-year contract have yet to be disclosed. In a press release that we had received from Sarasota Memorial Hospital, in part it says, preserving our long-standing partnership with BCBS and working together to ensure that our community has access to high-quality, affordable, comprehensive health care has been our top priority. It goes on to say, we've appreciated the community's continued patience and support throughout the negotiation process. The main sticking points during the negotiations were over protection from claim denials and disputes and prompt payment for services. For Sue, Bill, and so many others, they're hopeful that they never have to go through this ever again.
Maybe start your negotiations rather than sort of a few months before or a couple of weeks before or whenever it was started. Just start them sooner so that people don't have to be put through this personal anguish.
And there wasn't anyone available from Sarasota Memorial Hospital to come on camera to comment about this, and no one from Blue Cross Blue Shield could be reached for a comment. Reporting from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Okay, Rick, thank you. This evening, the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office has Tweet from the Beat going on, joining their DUI deputies. The deputies are keeping a close eye on anyone who may be driving under the influence on this Friday night in Sarasota County. Tweet from the Beat captures all the activity with video and pictures and posts to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office Twitter page and their Facebook page. It's a way to give everyone a real-time inside look at the work that these deputies do.
The reason we decided to do it here at the Sheriff's Office is because law enforcement these days is so vastly different than it was even 5 or 10 years ago. So we really like to give community members an opportunity to get in the front seat, feel it, smell it, ask questions, be a part of everything in real time.
The Sheriff's Office is encouraging folks to be safe and smart, especially if you are drinking tonight or this weekend. This Tweet from the Beat with the DUI deputies will be going on until around 3 a.m. You can watch it all tonight on the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office Twitter page at Sarasota Sheriff or their Facebook page. Sarasota police say this video released today serves as a reminder to always lock your car doors. They posted this footage on their social media taken from a parking garage on Osprey Avenue in the middle of the night last Wednesday. It shows a man calmly walking up to numerous parked cars, looking inside windows and moving on to the next vehicle. After making his rounds, the man is shown driving away in a white Toyota Corolla with another man. Sarasota police say a wallet was stolen from one of the vehicles and a credit card was used multiple times. And another man is behind bars after allegedly stealing a boat and running it aground on a Charlotte County sandbar. An Englewood resident called the sheriff's office to report his 23-foot boat missing from the dock. Good Samaritans nearby spotted the boat with the suspect still on board, who got the boat stuck on a sandbar near Stump Pass Marina. Adam Donahue was later rescued and booked by the sheriff's office. Donahue was arrested and charged with grand theft and violation of probation. The search continues for a new Northport police chief, but today marks Kevin Vespia's final day as chief before starting retirement. Police Chief Kevin Vespia will officially retire tomorrow to spend more time with his family. He was in charge for 7 years. Northport Police Captain Chris Morales will now take over as interim chief starting on April 1st, while the city manager continues his search for a permanent chief. Meanwhile, after a national search, city manager Peter Lear has found Northport's next fire chief. Scott Titus has been serving as the interim chief for Northport Fire Rescue for the past 2 months and has more than 25 years of service with the department. He will now take over the full-time role. Well, let's check in with Steve Newman now for a look at our forecast. Steve, not a bad night for people here on the Suncoast.
Not yet. We could have some showers and thunder showers overnight. By the way, Scott and Bob Harrigan have been off the past week spending this Easter break with their families. They'll be back on Monday. It's been great filling in for Bob this week. You can see an approaching cold front that's producing some showers to the north of us, but look at the whole area of showers decrease as we move through the afternoon and evening hours. There's only a slight chance we'll see any passing showers. And looking at our future radar plot for the overnight, taking 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, hit and miss possibility of showers. This model could be a bit overblown, but I just want to get you the idea that there is a chance of showers. That's what that indicates, 30% each of those hours. Not it's going to rain the whole time. Temperatures cooling off to the 60s. Our whole forecast in just a few minutes. Jacqueline.
Okay, Steve, thank you. Drivers in downtown Bradenton can expect some delays over the next few weeks, all due to changes to a railroad track. For about a month, the Florida Department of Transportation and CSX Transportation will be replacing this railroad crossing. 5th Street West, going both directions along State Road 64, will be closed to traffic. That means drivers will have to go down US 41 and 3rd Avenue and then continue west to get to their destination. Drivers aren't the only ones who will be impacted during the repairs. So will one business owner whose store sits feet away from these tracks.
Most of my customers are within like a 5-mile radius. So that's why if you're gonna close this end of both sides, I really don't know honestly how bad it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be pretty bad on my side of the business.
FDOT tells us the repair will start after schools are out and Memorial Day weekend is over. Punta Gorda police make 2 arrests in a nationwide ATM skimming case. The suspects found in possession of a large amount of cash, multiple gift cards, and a rental vehicle. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo has the details on how they were found.
Well, Jacqueline, on Wednesday evening, Punta Gorda police were dispatched to the Bank of America right behind me and arrested 2 males who were allegedly part of a crime organization, placing skimmers on ATM machines, stealing thousands of dollars. It was fraud investigators from Indiana first alerting police in Punta Gorda that counterfeit bank cards were being used at the Bank of America. The men who were caught are accused of placing skimmers in ATM machines all across the Midwest and stealing over $38,000 from more than 250 bank accounts. Punta Gorda police officers say these criminals had a swift process in stealing money from victims.
What they would do is steal the information with the skimmers. They would then transfer those to fraudulent cards and then go around to stores and ATM machines all across the country, traveling around, taking money out of those accounts. Just in Punta Gorda, within the matter of minutes, they had hit 3 different ATM machines with these account numbers from Indiana.
Both suspects were placed under arrest and transported to the Charlotte County Jail on 31 counts of criminal use of personal information. Reporting in Punta Gorda, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
All right, Dwayne, thank you. Happening in Florida 6 months after Hurricane Irma, businesses in the Florida Keys are almost 100% back to working capacity. Today, the Chicha Lodge Resort reopened after a $25 million restoration project. Tourism officials say this means 80% of the Keys' rental spaces can host visitors. And in Key West, more than 92% of the accommodations are now open. Threats of mass shootings and terrorist attacks are now considered a second-degree felony here in Florida, thanks to a new bill signed into law today by Governor Rick Scott. It's an amendment to a Florida law that makes written threats to kill or do bodily harm a felony charge. If the threat is made online or through text, the internet provider or telecommunications company will not be held accountable. And Florida legislatures may hold a special session next month if they can't reach an agreement on gambling. There's a chance the state could lose as much as $400 million in the coming year if they don't reach an agreement, but they've had trouble passing similar laws in the past few years. And following a ruling by a federal judge earlier this week that found the state's system of restoring voting rights for ex-felons unconstitutional, several pastors and former felons from across Florida gathered today to ask state leaders to quickly address the issue. The Clergy Coalition for Civil Rights held a news conference in Tallahassee, calling on Governor Rick Scott and the Florida cabinet to make changes to the state's clemency process. Under the current system, felons must wait at least 5 years before applying to have their civil rights, including the right to vote, restored. Once an application is made, that process can take years to complete.
When a person has served his or her time in prison, paid their debt to society, paid restitution, and off probation, it is the humane and right thing to do.
Automatically restoring the right to vote for convicted felons in Florida could add between 600,000 and 1.6 million voters to the state's voting rolls, according to national voting rights experts. Well, President Trump spending Easter weekend here in Florida. He landed in Palm Beach County last night. First Lady Melania Trump has already been there since last week. She even made a surprise visit to St. Mary's Medical Center to spend time with patients and doctors. Straight ahead, meteorologist Steve Newman will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, just how much are people supposed to be spending on Easter this year? Well, we crunched down the numbers. And the story of an accountant turned pro hockey star overnight.
Everything all right? Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery? Sure. We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
I just had a very educational ride with Nina.
Did you learn anything?
Where do I begin? So all this stuff goes into a safety check.
Yep.
It's a long list.
It's important stuff.
Test the smoke detector.
Yep.
Check the breaker box.
Yep.
Meter the GFCIs.
Ground fault circuit interrupters.
Well, I do that.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Nina, you make it look easy.
Thanks, but don't do it yourself.
Who's your guy?
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
We all love our kids and want what's best for them. You have the power to help your kids learn to succeed in life every day. When you promote a love for learning at home, children build the skills they need to be ready for school. You can be their everyday hero. It's easy. Just text Everyday Hero to 77453 for simple learning tips.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. La! It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Well, we are looking forward to Easter here.
Here comes Cottontail. Here comes Cottontail.
I think they look cute
everybody.
on
Yeah.
you.
No. You have to go to Facebook to see that picture.
Yes.
I'm not going to do it on here.
Yeah, go ahead. Head over to Facebook for that.
By the way, this is a changeable weekend. Make sure you stay in touch with our weather app over the weekend for the latest forecast, because there's a chance of showers. Nothing serious, but we'll keep you posted all weekend long. Looking out over how it was today on Sarasota Bay, it started off sunny, a really nice day, in fact. But look, as the day wears on, the clouds thicken, and it got pretty gray and dulled late in the afternoon with a little hint of sun just before sunset. I want to thank Rita Zucchelli for sending this great picture of sunrise this morning at City Island. Look at that. It was just gorgeous sunrise. And this is last night's sunset at Indian Beach. Thanks to Adar Pitts for sending that picture in. And if you got a picture you'd like to send to us, email it to pics@mysuncoast.com. We'd love to get them, and we'll put them on the air if we can. Right now, as we look out over Sarasota Bay, the temperature is 71. The winds are going south-southeasterly because I think the front is right on top of us. They have been from the southwest, and they're going to turn northerly once the front gets to the south of us. So that's what's going on with the wind direction. The humidity's up 93%, the dew point 69, so it's very humid out tonight, as you might expect, with a chance of showers in the air. 81 today's high, last night's low 62. You can see how that's stacking up warmer than normal for the state. And high temperatures across our viewing area in the low to mid 80s just about everywhere. We almost touched 90 degrees though out at Highlands County. There's the satellite view showing the advance of that cold front, and there's really not much left of this front. It had really kicked up some storms and tornadoes back in Texas and the deep south the last several days, but as it's coming across Florida, it's losing its punch. You can see that with the decrease in area of coverage of showers and thunder showers, and it's just going to continue to do that. But we have to keep a chance of showers in our forecast. By the way, it's clearing out in the east. New York City and most of the Northeast will have a sunny or partly sunny Easter Sunday, but not up north. Winter is not over as it continues to snow up there. You can see a strong subtropical jet blowing across Florida, but it's not doing anything to keep that front alive and bring us additional showers. Cold up near the Canadian border, 18 at Bismarck. Winter is not over, so enjoy your spring break weather here because it is really quite lovely. Here is the stationary front. Even with the clouds and chance of showers, it's still pretty nice compared to everything else that's going on. Here's our cold front going through tonight, but look what happens to it. It doesn't sweep out of the state. It kind of lingers and it goes stationary and it wobbles back and forth. Sunrise on Easter Sunday. You may be able to see the sunrise, maybe not, but that's what it looks like. It shouldn't be rainy at that point. But with the heat of the day, we could see some showers and thunder showers, mainly in the interior of the state, pop up along that wave in the atmosphere. Taking a look at our forecast for tonight, we're going to keep that 30% chance of showers or a thunder shower in our forecast. Not likely. 64, the average high is 60, and the winds are going to switch from wherever they are right now to a northerly direction, 5 to 10. And then tomorrow the winds will pick up behind the front, anywhere from 10 to 15 with higher gusts. So it might not be a great day to be boating, but if you can take care of the wind, it should be good at the beach with a 30% chance of additional showers. High 80 inland, right along the coast at the beach, maybe about 78. Here's your 7-day, and once we get past this weekend with breezy conditions tomorrow and a 30% chance of showers, a 20% with partly sunny skies on Sunday, then it turns dry and very boring for the rest of the week. There's kind of a hint that we may get some showers next weekend. Wendy will keep you posted on that. John and Bob coming back next week. We'll keep you updated on the progress of this as well. It's been great filling in for Bob for the past week. See you later.
All right, glad to have you with us here, Steve. Pharmacists across the country are fighting back against laws that don't let them help their patients. Currently, it's illegal for them to tell you if your prescription's copay is more expensive than its cash value. Pharmacists across the country are saying enough is enough. In Mississippi, pharmacists will finally be allowed to offer customers less expensive options to pay for their medications.
What we're trying to do here is shed some light and some transparency on these unfair business practices by the pharmacy benefit managers.
At least 5 states have adopted laws to make sure pharmacists can inform patients about less costly ways to obtain their medicines, and at least a dozen other states are considering legislation to prohibit this from happening, including here in Florida. The Trump administration plans to require immigrants applying to come to the U.S. to submit 5 years of social media history, according to the notices submitted by the State Department yesterday. If it passes, this move will affect nearly 15 million applicants, including those who are applying for legal permanent residency. There are exceptions for diplomatic and official visas, according to the State Department. We'll stay with us. Sports is next, but first, here's what's coming up on Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel Tonight. It's the extremely versatile Tyler Perry.
What kind of flavor?
And the suave Jensen Ackles. Oh. Plus, Dua Lipa and Judge James lays down the law.
You are out of order! I'm gonna hit you with that thing.
Kimmel Tonight on ABC.
The Wild Broadway series brings you Funny Girl. Fanny Brice dreams of being famous and through sheer guts and determination becomes a star of the Ziegfeld Follies. Playing March 28th through April 15th, it's the songs and story that generations have grown to love. Call the Players Center at 365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. Don't rain on my parade. Come see Funny Girl.
I'm Deshauna Barber. In 2016, I was proud to win the title of Miss USA. What makes me just as proud is my service in the U.S. military. In the service, a soldier gains skills and learns values like discipline and leadership. That makes them an asset to any business that hires them. If you're an employer, on behalf of Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, remember to hire smart and bet on a vet. Visit saluteheroes.org or call this number to learn more.
Growing up, my mom was afraid of the water, something she did not want me to feel.
So I enrolled Missy in swim lessons.
It changed my life.
Missy Franklin.
And now you can do the same for someone that you love.
There's nothing more precious than your child's well-being.
So act now, before it's too late.
Make us fly! I'm glad I did.
Thanks, Mom. Visit usaswimmingfoundation.org to find, get, or give a swim lesson.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
I'm Alan Cohn. The cost of going to the ER, the prices are at an all-time high, costing double than 10 years ago. Why is this?
Monday on ABC7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Now, sports.
An accountant who had never played pro hockey before became a hero for the Chicago Blackhawks. Here's the story.
When Scott Foster first hit the ice at the United Center, no one knew his name.
Hey, who's this guy? But go get him, kid.
But by the end of the game, the crowd was chanting his name.
From the Blackhawks, number 90, Scott Foster.
With 2 injured goalies and 14 minutes left in last night's game, the Blackhawks needed to call in their emergency backup. And the accountant from Oak Park saved the day.
It was truly amazing. I mean, I was watching a game at home, and I saw him put in another goalie. I saw the name sounded familiar, but I said, can't be the guy from the men's league. And sure enough, it turned out to be Scott from the men's league.
Ken Rapecki is a director of hockey operations at Johnny's Ice House, where Foster plays in their elite league.
To go from being an elite league goaltender onto the NHL ice with short notice to play 14 minutes and make 7 saves, absolutely unbelievable.
Matthew Atsoff is one of Foster's teammates in the Elite League. He had no idea the former college goalie even had this gig.
It was amazing. It was so cool to watch.
The Blackhawks won 6-2 against the Winnipeg Jets.
Look at Scott Foster. He comes in and makes 7 stops in a row.
And Scott Foster got his 14 minutes of fame.
Look at the euphoria for this kid that nobody knew before tonight.
It's a little different when a few hours ago you're working your day job and then you're living your dream.
All in all, it was a different kind of taxing day for the accountant turned pro goaltender. No net gains, for the Jets at least.
I'm going to remember this one for a long, long time.
Well, that's awesome. Former basketball player Dennis Rodman tweeted a picture of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un wearing a Make America Great Again hat. No word on whether that image is real or photoshopped. Rodman captioned the photo, writing, quote, "Hoping for this after my two friends and leaders meet next month." Rodman has visited the communist nation several times and has actually met the reclusive leader 3 times. The former NBA star was public about his support for Donald Trump in 2016. The Tampa Bay Rays hosted the Boston Red Sox at Tropicana Field for their second game of the season. The Rays would look for another win after their thrilling come-from-behind victory yesterday. But the Boston Red Sox took the win, beating the Rays 1-0. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
We all love our kids and want what's best for them. You have the power to help your kids learn to succeed in life every day. When you promote a love for learning at home, children build the skills they need to be ready for school. You can be their everyday hero. It's easy. Just text Everyday Hero to 77453 for simple learning tips.
The Mark, Sarasota. Landmark living in the center of it all. A private oasis in the sky. Luxurious private amenities. Promenade shopping and dining. The best of downtown downstairs. Now under construction and priced from the mid-700s. This is life right where you want it. Call or visit our Discovery Sales Gallery today. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by the Culture Group.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closet story.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold. Yeah. Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
In life after the military, it's our duty as veterans to have each other's back. I'm retired Colonel Greg Gatson, and it's my mission to help you get the benefits and services you've earned. If you need to file a VA claim, remember these important steps. Submit an online claim through ebenefits.va.gov. Work with an accredited Veteran Service Organization, or VSO. And if you need to attend a VA claim exam, please go. Visit this website to learn what to expect.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, from colorful eggs to Peeps or chocolate bunnies, this year's Easter spending binge is expected to be the second highest on record. That's from a survey by the National Retail Federation. And Prosper Insights and Analytics, Americans will spend an estimated $18.2 billion on the holiday, but that's about $200 million less than last year. The top Easter shopping item, food, followed by clothing, gifts, candy, flowers, and decorations. And my favorite thing after Easter, after really any holiday that has candy, is buy the discounted candy.
It's for later. You never know when you might need more, and it's always good.
Yeah.
Look at the radar scope, and you can see there's still showers and thunder showers out in the Gulf heading in our direction. We could get some off and on through the weekend. This is your planner for the overnight hours tonight. Temperatures staying in the 60s all night with a chance of showers. And of course, the all-important 7-day outlook shows once we get through the weekend, it is going to be sunny and warm. You really want me to put this on?
You got to do it.
I've been in broadcasting 50 years, and it has come to this.
They look great on you. They look great on you. Well, you guys have a wonderful Easter weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.